Hello, Red. Why for you raging? Ah, gracias, my amigo.
You're watching Wits. If you're playing in my way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits. You're watching Wits. If you're playing in my way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits. You're watching Wits. If you're playing in my way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits. You're watching Wits. If you're playing in my way, just make sure that you tune in to Wits.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. How is everyone doing out there on this I think it's Tuesday, right? I think it's Tuesday. I'm not sure. But I hope everyone is doing well, having a good time, just relaxing, chillaxing, and all those other accent words that are out there. Tonight, we're going to try to do something a little bit different from usual. Yeah, well, it's always Monday in Canada. It's always Monday in Canada, Red. You guys don't have a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, a Friday, or a Saturday. It's always just Monday. Monday, I hate Monday. Like I said, I don't think my internet is still behaving. So we're going to hope the show is not too choppy tonight. And if you're Spock, it's always choppy. Spock's like, it doesn't work. Can't see anything. There's a difference between me having one issue and you having seven things running, Spock. 7 different things always makes a difference. But yeah, I noticed it. I tried changing some settings yesterday, but I don't think they worked in my favor. So it was one of those. It was just one of those do what you can sort of things. Um, like I said, I am stumped as to what to do to improve the quality. I mean, I got max internet for the area, which probably still isn't enough. I have not. I have not heard anything about it yet. I saw the one photo. The geek, I guess, is the word. They put this geeky guy up in front of the 007 holding. At least he's holding a gun. I'll give him that much. But he looks like a total geek dweeb. Whatever. So what's the latest rumors? Because like I said, I haven't caught up on it yet. I'm curious to know what the latest rumors are on it. What are the what? Give me one of the worst rumors, Red. Now, if he's like happy go joy joy global warming, I'm not going to shoot anybody. Well, the only thing I know of is they were going to put a female in the role. And like I said, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with them giving. I don't have them problem giving a female the 007 number. But she still better be kick ass, smart ass, bad girl, no girl power crap. Like I said, there were rumors they were going to do that. There were rumors they were going to keep the girl from the last Bond and make her the new 007. Now, if they do a team up, all right, that might be tolerable. That might be tolerable. Like I said, if they're doing it just so they can say there's a female Bond, then I don't care. Like I said, that was my problem when they said they were making a Time Lady. I'm like, there will be a time when Doctor Who has to become a female. But don't do it just because Now's the time to capitalize on girl power. Like I said, now if they I don't know how they would do it honestly because the character is still James Bond. The character is still James Bond. End of story. Now, if they come up with a the queen herself complained against the O. Yeah, but I give them credit. They didn't make the reboot a full reboot. I mean, yeah, you knew it was a reboot of sorts, but they kept it as just a new guy getting the number. Like I said, we've had a 006, we've had a 005, I think we've had a 008 in the history of James Bond. So I have no problem with them. I don't have a problem with them kind of like, this is the guy that's taking over the mantle of James Bond. They didn't reboot it. They just said, okay, this is our new James Bond when they brought Daniel Craig in. They didn't reboot it. Yeah, they kind of rebooted the stories a little, but it still fit. You could go in and watch everything from Sean Connery to Daniel Craig, and it still fits in the story, even though 2 out of 3 Daniel Craig stories are pretty much complete rip off of Sean Connery stories. The Casino Royale was a rip off. Um, Skyfall was not. I don't want to call Skyfall a rip off, but it was really close. So, like I said, you can find a way to do a reboot. Look at Star Trek. I mean, Star Wars. No, Star Trek. Star Trek is officially a reboot, but they made it so that it wasn't a complete reboot. They tied it into the old Star Trek universe, tied into the new Star Trek universe. I give Abrams a hell of a lot of credit for the way he did it. I've given most of the James Bond writers a hell of a lot of credit for not saying everything in the past didn't happen. Everything happened. Like I said, the only thing I've seen on it right now is I saw one of the new promo posters, which is not a real promo poster, and it had this geeky guy with a gun and his briefcase standing for 007's number, and he looked like a total geek. He looked like a total dweeb. Like I said, you can always find ways to recycle properly without rebooting the entire thing. Are you listening, Sony and Spider Man? Each time I try to watch the Kelvin movies, I am in too much pain from set design. Well, then you need new glasses, Spot. You need new glasses, cause Quantum of Solace wasn't really blue. It was just dark. Am I thinking Quantum of Solace? Wait a minute. It went Casino Royale, Skyfall, Quantum of Solace. No, I got the order wrong. Damn it, I got the order completely wrong. This is bad when I'm a Bond fan too. I've got the order completely screwed up in my head now. um, Now, like I said, I don't have a problem with them pulling in to make their new character. Again, if they do, make it a female. She still has to have the James Bond kick-assedness. Has to be smart mouth, a wisecracker, a great with one-liners, and basically better still drink martini shaken, not stirred. Like I said, I had a problem with Daniel Craig when he went on his little tirade about being anti-gun at one point, and he's like, guns are too dangerous for people. People shouldn't have guns. And here you are doing a James Bond role. One of the most iconic characters of film, and you think people shouldn't have guns. Shut your mouth. Do the role. Thank you. Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and Spectre. I had to think about it because I knew Skyfall was in second. I knew I had it backwards somewhere in there. But yeah, Casino Royale was pretty much a straight rip-off of Casino Royale. Quantum of Solace pretty much took a lot from Thunderball. Skyfall pretty much, I will say, stood on its own. Okay? The Skyfall pretty much stood on its own. Spectre was pretty much a takeoff of not Dr. No. Dr. No. Diamonds Are Forever. It'll come to me at some point. It'll come to me at some point. But yeah, like I said, my issues are always when people start doing things and then they start preaching about who should be who they're marketing to. And it's like, don't get me wrong, for instance, and like I said, we could get into the Captain Marvel thing. Captain Marvel was very well done. The problem was, see, I would have loved that. I would have loved it if they'd brought Dalton back as the rogue agent. You can't bring back Sean Bean because he's dead. Dalton would be good. Dalton would have been good. The problem is I see them complaining it'd be too much like GoldenEye if they had. I could see them saying it's too much like GoldenEye. Now, who I think would have made a great rogue agent, and he's probably like on burnout mode, is Cumberbatch. I think he would have been fantastic as the rogue agent. Um, I honestly think Cumberbatch could have done it. Chris Pine could have done it. Jeremy Quinto could have done it. Um, or not Jeremy Quinto. What? Zachary Quinto. Or I would have loved it if Idris Elba had been the rogue agent. Then he could say, "Yeah, I was in Bond. I know you guys wanted me as Bond, but I got to kick Bond's ass." I would have loved that. That I would have loved. I would have been a fan of in a heartbeat. All right, so today, guys, I said I was going to do something different. Today, we're going to do things a little out of order. And the reason I'm doing things a little out of order is just because I want to. So I am looking for 3 interested participants. You don't know who Jackie Robinson is, Spock. Dude, you need to learn to become a sports fan, an American civil rights fan. Ugh, I just broke my brandy cork. Damn it. Yeah. I already used it once today, Spock, because I was testing something. I already used it once because I was testing something. All right, so we are looking for 3 interested participants. To play Wheel of Fortune. And the reason I'm doing this is because we haven't given away a big prize in a while. So I figure if we do this early, we're going to get some interested participants. So that's what we're looking for. And that way we can talk and talk and talk and talk about this, that, and the other thing, and I don't have to worry about watching a list thing while we talk. So, all right. So the rumors are the new 007 is going to be a female. As long as they call the film a 007 film, I don't have a problem with it. It is sort of like I said, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel should have been a female. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But then she went all preachy on the tours and saying this is designed for women to come see or little girls to come see. And basically, to hell with you male fans. If it's a female 007 and she does the same thing, then she's dooming the franchise. You noticed when they made the Time Lady for Doctor Who, she just said it's time for a female doctor. Fans have been saying that for a while. It's like, all right, we're getting to the point where we do need a female doctor or an African American doctor. And it's like, but she didn't go around preaching that it is designed for girls. She didn't go around preaching it was designed for girls. She's like, yeah, we're going to give you a female role model, but it's still the doctor. It's a role model for everybody. They should lose the parity between the no, 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 no. They're like yin and yang. They have to be parity. And I give Missy Gomez credit, or I give Missy credit, because if she didn't make the mistress work or the master work as a female, then Jamie wouldn't be able to make it work as a doctor. But Missy made it work. And I'll give you another example. Um, Go back to the old Doctor Who. Okay? Romana Valandier was a very strong female character during the Key to Time episodes. She was a very strong character. She even told the writers, if you're going to change me after this season to be a damsel in distress, I'm not coming back. She saw the first script. They made her a damsel in distress. So Mary Tam just said, no, this is not what I agreed to. And she left the show. So you can't tell me strong female characters don't work, even as main characters. But you got to do it right. And I will be honest, I think part of it was the fact for Jodie that they gave her 4 side characters to play off of. I can't even remember all their. I just remember Bradley Walsh as the primary one. They gave her 4 great side characters to work off of. So she didn't have a chance to be, oh, I'm a female, I can't do this way, or we're going to do. It doesn't work. They didn't change the character. As long as they don't change the character for 007, a female 007 can work. I really think it can. I've said this before, and I've said this a million times. The only story that the comic book world screwed up by forcing a gender change was Thor. That's the only one they screwed up. Because you have gods and goddesses. Thor should never have been a female. You could make asexual, and I wouldn't have had a problem with it. You could have made them non-gender, wouldn't have had a problem with it. But a god should not be a female. Then they become a goddess. Nobody, now I mean nobody, and you can ask one of the biggest Spider-Man fans around here, had a problem when they made Spider-Gwen. Nobody had a problem with it. Oh my God, Spider-Man's now a female. Heaven help us. No, let's see what the writers can do rewriting the story. That was like a one-off thing. Because they actually did that. They actually did that, but they changed the whole landscape. The Mansura Island was no longer the home of the Amazons. It was the home of male warriors.
I'm not sure about that.
There were people crying when they did Batwoman. Why? Now, I was not a fan of the fact that they made Batwoman out and out gay. I don't need to know that when they're crime fighting or facing off with the Joker or Harley or Poison Ivy or whomever they're facing off with. The Adamant. Was it the Adamant? I don't remember. I don't remember. But see, they changed the whole thing to do that. Like I said, you want a good example of them changing a story? Go watch Gods and Monsters in the DC Universe. They changed the backstory for Superman. They changed the backstory for Batman. They changed the backstory for Wonder Woman. Did it absolutely fantastically. You can come up with a world of what ifs. That's great. You really can. And they will be interesting. But like I said, the only one I've ever had a problem with was Thor. I had no problem when the student became Iron Man, or as people were complaining, Iron Woman. It's like, no, it's a person in a power suit. Do I care if it's male or female? No. As long as they fucking kicked ass. That's how I looked at it. As long as they kicked ass as Iron Man, good for them. I will say if they ever, and I think they did at some point, gave the Green Lantern ring to a female character. No problem. They made it fit the storyline. They made it fit the timeline. That's why I was not, like I said, I was not one of those that went, oh boo hoo, Doctor Who's a female now. Boo hoo, Iron Man's a female now. Like I said, the only one they should never have touched was Thor. I cannot think of any other character they've done that to. Yeah, there are female Green Lanterns in the Green Lantern Corps. You know, there's a cartoon. There was a DC cartoon where the Green Lantern of Earth was not John Stewart, but John Stewart's girlfriend. I can't remember which one it was. John Stewart was a washed out, horrible pilot, and his girlfriend was a strong and kick ass doctor type or something. So, like I said, a gender thing does not have to ruin a story. Doesn't have to ruin a story. And that's what people need to learn. Now, like I said, those people that portray the strong female characters, or portray the strong sexual gender characters, they're the ones that need to keep their mouth shut. Like I said, that was my problem with Daniel Craig. And you even admitted it yourself, Spock. Richard Dean Anderson kind of came no. Thor was always related to Odin. Because only Thor could have found the hammer. Um, Dr. Donald Blake was Thor. He was related to Odin. That's been long established. Um, I'm trying to think if there's, but like I said, and you said it yourself. Richard Dean Anderson kind of had a change of heart about protecting yourself with weapons after he did Stargate Universe. You got to remember, Richard Dean Anderson had always done things MacGyver style beforehand, so you didn't need a weapon, you didn't need a gun. Then the storyline started coming through with Stargate, and he kind of saw how it's like, okay, let's rethink this philosophy a little bit. Whereas when Daniel Craig got the role of James Bond, he bragged he was anti-gun. Americans were stupid for being Second Amendment guys, and it soured a lot of people. And he kind of had to, I don't want to say walk back, but he had to apologize. He kind of had to apologize, and then he shut up about it. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of who's a good example. Hello, Trans. What's good? No, they did not let him try a pilot without the guns. That is a total myth. That is a total myth. And you will notice, and Gene Roddenberry is as much of a utopian as there is. He always said Star Trek was his dream universe. Perfect utopia, perfect community, communistic, socialistic society that worked. No, that's still that. All right, Mark says he's in. I'm doing things a little different tonight, Trance. I'm doing things a little different tonight. No, that is still all total. That is BS. That did not happen. Even Anderson said that did not happen. But even Gene Roddenberry's like, even in his perfect utopia, people had to defend themselves. He knew that. He knew people had to defend themselves. Yep, we're looking for one more Trance if you want in. We're looking for one more tonight. I haven't given away a large prize in a while. I believe the last large prize I actually gave away was the combo one. Oh, you're heading to work. Okay. Now, I don't know if we'll get done in 15 minutes. I don't know if we'll get done in 15 minutes. Um, so we're just talking about like people that bitch and complain about changes to characters. I'll give you a crazy example that comes to mind. You cannot do the A Team, for instance, with female characters. It can't be done. Well, I will say in today's world, it could be done because you could move it from Vietnam to Afghanistan or Iraq. Back in the day, when it was about the Vietnam soldiers, you couldn't do it. It couldn't be done. So I will say the perfect example right now is Charlie's Angels. I can come up with two good examples. Charlie's Angels and Ghostbusters. Okay? Those are two examples of complete flops because they forgot what the story was. They completely forgot Ghostbusters wasn't about guys versus girls. All you had to do for Ghostbusters was come up with a good tie-in between one or two of the originals and the girls. And I think you would have gotten away with it. They didn't do that. Charlie's Angels, I hear, is a total flop and disaster because it is very, very. I hate using the letters, but I think I've got to. SJW ish. Guys are bad, girls are good. Go back and look at Charlie's Angels, the original remake, and Charlie's Angels 2, and you didn't have that. You had a bad guy in number 1, you had a bad guy girl in number 2. It worked. They forgot, yeah, pretty much. They forgot the nature of spies. Go tell that to Charlie's Angels 1. Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore. That movie didn't do too bad. Go talk to Angelina Jolie. I don't think she's done a movie that has not brought in like over 10 million. And I can name a bunch of Angelina Jolie movies off the top of my head. Salt, Laura Croft, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, um, the one with her and Johnny Depp. What was that one? What was the one with her and Johnny Depp in it? Wanted. Elizabeth Banks was an idiot. Elizabeth Banks was an idiot. Hackers. Yeah, but Hackers was back when she was a kid. The Tourist. Hey, Red, how you doing today? What is good, my friend? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of another. I know there's another good Angelina Jolie one that I'm drawing a blank on. There's another one I'm drawing a blank on. Scarlett Johansson proves Elizabeth Banks wrong. Oh, I loved Wanted. I thought Wanted was freaking brilliant. You got the kick-ass Angelina Jolie, the nerdy James McCaffrey, um, Morgan Freeman. Yeah, but that wasn't really. Girl Interrupted wasn't really a action movie, was it? Yeah, but like I said, you got to remember, Hackers was back before she was a superstar. So Elizabeth Banks just basically she needed to keep her trap shut. She needed to keep her trap shut, write a better movie, and people would have gone to see it. I know there's another one I'm trying to think of, and I'm drawing a blank on it that she did. It'll come to me at some point. So for a director to say guys won't go see women in action movies, bullshit. Plain and simple, bullshit. Thank you. Gone in 60 Seconds. That was the one I was trying to think of. She's a kick-ass in Gone in 60 Seconds. She's on that bike and it's just like, I don't want to meet this girl in a dark alley. So like I said, I personally think if directors would learn to shut their mouths. Exactly. Guys went to see one. I loved Wonder Woman. I absolutely loved Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is the last movie I've actually gone to see in a theater. Just because Gal Gadot basically is hot, kicks butt, and look good in that uniform. Now, like I said, Birds of Prey did well. Supergirl does well. Batwoman's not doing so well because of the Elizabeth Banks factor. They're marketing it all wrong. They're not marketing it as Batwoman crime fighter who just happens to be what she is on the side. They market it as it's her occasionally donning the costume. All right. Yeah, like I said, it's dropping pretty bad for the moment, Red. It's dropping pretty bad. And like I said, I've reset the settings. I gotta let it die out a bit. I gotta let it die out a bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn that off for a minute. I'm gonna turn the webcam off for a bit. I don't think I have a choice. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out what's causing the issue. I got to figure out what's causing the issue. Um, I'm going to try something else. Do I have? I'm going to turn that one off. Oh, it's funny. You need to see Spock. I don't know if you've seen it, Um, it was one of the last ones that Adam West did. He did a movie which was basically about him and Burt Ward telling about their time as Batman and Robin. Nope. The stream is still iffy. It's still iffy. Like I said, I turned off a couple of bots. We'll see what happens. We'll see if that improves things for a little bit. No, it was not an animated one. It was a live action. Um, yeah, Return to the Batcave. And there's an entire scene in there where the guy that's playing Adam West is a younger Adam West. Basically has to answer a journalist about whether or not he and Robin are gay. It's absolutely hilarious. Oh, it's still dropping a little, Mark. It's still dropping a little. Like I said, I don't know what's wrong with my internet right now. It's like upload speed is fine, download speed is killing me. All right, so again, we are looking for one more interested participant. Yeah, it shot up to like 95% drop frames for a second. All right, so we are looking for one more interested participant for the Wheel of Fortune. Damn it, it just hit 78 again. See, this is another reason I went for the big game early. Because normally my upload speeds are not bad early on. It's like it gets worse as the night goes. So, like I said, I probably got to do some more tweaking. I probably have to do some more tweaking at some point to see if I can figure out what's left to change. So we are looking for one more interested participant. Let me go take a look and see. Yeah, like I said, my Ethernet is not good right now. Let me see if I've got anything. Oh, duh. All right, we will put Spock in for position number 3. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get things started. And our first puzzle of the evening is a landmark. First puzzle of the evening is a landmark. So, Red, we're going to start with you. And obviously, you're going to have to spin because you don't have any money to play with. And we have $700. So, Red, what letter would you like? You know what else I could probably do? Duh. We'll do that and see if that helps. All right, Red says the L. Oh, we have 4 L's on the board, giving Red 2,800. All right, Red, would you like to spin, buy a vowel, or solve? We'll put Paul right there. Let's see if that helps. It's still a shot at Paul. Red says, let's spin again. All right, Red, and with that, you get $500. So we need the next letter off the board, Red. The N. Let's take a look. 2 N's. Giving Red another 1,000. All right, Red. 3,800. What would you like to do? Red says spin again. Red getting greedy for another 500, Red. Hello, Allie. How you doing tonight? Red says let's go for the big letter. Let's go for the T. Oh, we got 3 T's. There we go. 1,500 puts Red at $4,300. And Spock's like, I'm sick of waiting. Oh, no prize for Spock. All right, Red. Yeah, we just started, Mark. Working is a good thing. I will vouch for that. Red says spin again. Red trying to hog the wheel. $700, Red, for the next letter off the board. And I'm going to say the first one I think is the easiest one. All right, Red, for $700. What letter would you like? Is there an F? 3 F's. $2,100 getting added puts Red at $6,400. Just this time of year with overtime. Like I said, every little bit helps. All right, Red, you are at 6,400. He's going to buy the A for 250. Oh, I think there's part of this one he doesn't know. I think there's part of this one Red doesn't know the answer to. But we'll see. All right, Red. You have 6,150 on the board. Spin, vow, or solve. Red says spin again. All right, we spin it again for Red. Man living dangerously. $500 again. What letter would you like, Red, for $500? Is there, trying to make sure I read that right, a C? One C on the board to put Red at 6650. All right, Red. Tempted to buy card kits. I'm not a fan of card kits. All right, Red says spin again. I think he's like one word short. 10 grand. It is on the 10 grand, Red. It was close. That was very, very close. What letter for $10,000, Red? Is there an H? Two of them. Two. Giving Red $26,650. That is a lot of winning points, Red. Red's going to buy an E. One E, Red. He doesn't, I think he doesn't know the last two words. Red says, let's buy another vowel. Let's buy an O. Yep, that one should give it to him. That one should give it to him. All right, Red, you have to spell it out exactly right. One miss typo, and it's a miss. It is the Football Hall of Fame at Canton, Ohio. That is exactly what it was. I figured the trick word was going to be the at. I really did. I figured the trick word was going to be the at. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mark, you are up next. Oop. Oh, I don't have a round like that. Okay. All right, Mark, we are looking for things. We are looking for things, and obviously you don't have any money, so we need to do a spin for $500. Red had no idea it was Canton, Ohio. He had no idea how to spell Canton, and he had no idea it was Ohio. That much I yeah. All right, so you got 500, Mark. What letter would you like? Are there any S's? There are two S's on the board to put Mark at 1,000. So, Mark, we are looking for things. This is why I did Wheel of Fortune, by the way, because I had a feeling my stream was not going to be perfect. Mark says, let's buy an E. One E on the board, Mark. $26,150, Red. Oh, it's doing. All right, hold on. Game board. Actually, let me do it this way. Yep, the bank's off the bottom. There we go. All right, Mark says let's buy another vowel. We buy two A's. And, ooh, that was a nasty frame drop. Mark says spin again. And we spin. Round and around and around she goes. For $550. Yep, those points are safe from bankrupt. Only the round points can be bankrupt. Is there a T? There are two T's on the board for $1,100. So, Mark, you're up to 1,600. All right, Mark says spin again. Got to catch Walrus in that 26 grand. $700. Yep, that's still a long climb to go. There are one F to put Mark at 2,300. I think he knows what it is. He needs a big wheel spin number. Mark says, let's spin again. We spin again. And the wheel says, oh, wheel says all that money goes goodbye. All right, Spock, you're up. One spin for Spock. Gets him. Oh, lose a turn. It is definitely on the loser turn. And that means we go back over to red. So red, we are looking for things. All right, red. Red says, let's spin. Add some money to my totals. $650, red. For each letter you can find. Is there an R? 3 R's for 1950. Making sure I'm doing my math right. All right, red, you have 1950 on the board. All right. You have to spell it out exactly, red. Damn, my frame rate. Hello, show. How you doing? Easy. Breakfast burritos. It is indeed breakfast burritos. To put red way up on the scoreboard. But I'm going to tell you guys, there are a lot of letters in the next one. So we are looking for a quotation, and this is a mystery puzzle. This is a quotation in the mystery puzzle of who said it. As Red got the last one, we put Mark in the driver's seat again. So, Mark, whenever you are ready, just tell me to spin the wheel. And it's 1,500 for identifying the source of the quote.